Hello, future runners! CSUB is a great school with amazing students and teachers. Today we'll be discussing a general education requirement which is satisfied by the popular course Philosophy 1019, Critical Thinking. This is an introductory philosophy course that fulfills your A3 critical thinking requirement.
First philosophy course, which is like Introduction to Philosophy, Critical Thinking. That's the one that got me really interested in philosophy and actually caused me to change my major to it. I really enjoyed it because it showed me how we can break down language and arguments in a kind of sort of like mathematical way. And I really love that because I love math and I love language, so that kind of mixed the two together.
The importance of critical thinking. It's a course that is meant to introduce students to logic and argument, to acquiring those skills that can help you see where arguments are, how to analyze them and understand them, and then evaluate them, determine whether the arguments are convincing or not. So it's a really fundamental skill for success in college. That's why it's a requirement in the general education program.
Philosophy has been very beneficial in my academic progress for the following reasons, and that is, it teaches the arts of critical thinking. It also teaches a lot of other basic disciplines that are universal to the workforce.
In the marketplace, any employer will require that you use critical thinking, you use principles that can help you make the safe decisions, not only for your for your work, but also on any other places that your work could be applicable to. And in your private life, you always want to make sure that when you argue or when you're given an argument, that you present the best possible case.
These courses are beneficial to me because they create some sort of analog in the mind. For example, thinking about things that aren't necessarily thought about very often.
So what kind of tips can I give the students, my students, or any students who take critical thinking? The very first thing is read the material before you come to class. Read the assigned material is quite important. I will be teaching, I teach my students a new language. I'm not teaching them new material, but a new way to approach the same framework they come from, which is their capacity to reason. So what I'm trying to do with them, I'm relying on their capacity to reason, and from that capacity, I'm hoping with their help to help them develop the skill of proper critical thinking.
The key to success in that class, I think, is making sure that you attend class regularly. It's a skills course, so it's a little bit like, learning a new sport or acquiring a language. And the key to success is regular practice. Each new element adds on to what came before. So if you're there and engaged and participating, I think that that's the real key to having success in the course.
With these tips, you'll succeed in your Philosophy 1019 critical thinking class and maybe even change your major to philosophy. Good luck, runners!